We got some brand new Mortal Kombat news coming your way, guys. Stick around. What's up, Universe, and welcome back to the web's first must-see comic and nerd culture show. Welcome to Comic Universe, guys. I'm one of your hosts, as always, C-Dubs, and I'm riding solo on this video. And guys, we got some real important Mortal Kombat 11 news coming your way here in a moment for this video. But before we jump into that, we got some business to take care of. First off, I want to give a huge shout out and a thank you to the rest of you guys out in the universe. You guys helped us reach a milestone the other day, or I should say continuously reaching a milestone, and I gotta thank you so much. About 2 days ago, we posted a video here on Comic Universe about the Shaggy, controversy with Shaggy possibly being in Mortal Kombat 11 through the likes of the Change.org petition. Probably won't happen, but who knows? But there has been over 170,000 people who have basically submitted their petition for that character to be in Mortal Kombat 11. But on the flip side, our video has reached almost 5,000 views, and I gotta thank you guys so much for putting it out there in the universe. It has well over a couple of hundred likes. Guys, I gotta thank you again from the bottom of all of our hearts here, guys. It really pleased us. We're trying to do the best we can with what we got at the moment. And it's been a blast to hang out with you guys, and we're only getting better and stronger. And if it wasn't for you guys and helping us make it, helping us get there and making us as great as we are, and I got to thank you again for making that happen. So feel free to continue to share that video out there and share any of our videos, guys. And if you haven't seen that video, it'll be linked somewhere up here, guys. Definitely check that video out. It'll also be on the thumbnails at the end of the video to suggest as a video for you guys. If you haven't seen it, check it out. And if you haven't signed a petition and Shaggy sounds like something you would be interested in, make that happen. There you go. Just sign it, and we may not get him as an actual fighter, but who knows? There may be maybe a skin or a color scheme, or maybe just a random Easter egg out there. You never know what Ed Boon will do to kind of make his fans happy, guys. So, on to today's topic. So, if you weren't in the know, and even if you were in the know, today at 3 o'clock Central Time, we were supposed to have the Kombat Kast basically give us some announcements. And one of those announcements was speculated to be the reveal of a brand new character. Well, not brand new in terms of Mortal Kombat, but a new character reveal, if you will. And that character was speculated to be either Noob Saibot or Kabal. Mostly Kabal. Most people generally think, and after pausing the video and everything, because there was an Easter egg, or I should say a little sneak peek at Kabal while they were talking about this upcoming podcast, if you will. There was a little, as they introduced their logo, a character ran out spinning the logo around, and we all know what character does that, even though, again, there is some debate, but I'm about 99% sure it was going to be Kabal here today. Now, I don't know if we're still going to get that reveal. Maybe they'll release a trailer to kind of make up for the fact that they're not going to have the podcast, but again, that would also take away from the need to listen or watch the podcast, if you will. Now, that podcast is going to be streaming live everywhere: YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. I'm sure it's going to be on Twitter. If you guys are looking for it, make sure when you spell it out, it's 2 Ks. So you got Combat with a K and Cast with a K. I myself, originally a few months ago, I ran into that problem looking for the cast. I was like, I can't find this thing. Why isn't it? It's because I was spelling podcast with a C. You don't have to put pod in there, just the Kombat Kast or Kombat Kast. You'll find it on Facebook and so forth and so on, guys. Also, they're saying that if you have any questions for them to read out on air, they'll definitely do that. You just have to put hashtag KombatKastQuestions on Twitter, and they'll give you a shout out, and they'll go ahead and read off your question. Now, they've already said that they're not going to answer, is this character in it, is that character in it, what guest character, what DLC. They've already said they're not going to do that. So, but if you have questions maybe about the story of the lore or other games, or maybe some personal questions for the guys on the show, they will definitely answer those for you guys. So definitely put that hashtag out there. And if you're on Twitter, we're also on Twitter. Feel free to look us up as well. You can find us at ComicU, YOUHQ. All right, guys. So look for us there, and we're always there, ready to chit chat with you guys. Now, I got a kind of slew of some random news as well as to kind of go along with that. Like I said, the Kombat Kast is not going to be coming on here today, but they have rescheduled for us. And the reason for the cancellation, if you will, is because of the terrible weather that they're dealing with up north, just to keep everybody safe. Nobody had to come into work today. Hopefully they still got paid, though, right? But yes, so that's not going to be happening. But they are going to reschedule for Tuesday, February 5th at 3 p.m. Central Time. Now, if you're not on Central Time, just a quick Google search, depending on where you live, will tell you what time that will air. Plus, of course, once that does air, we'll tell you guys what the kind of scoop is and all that you need to know if you did miss it. So you can definitely come back and check us out or search for them again. I'm sure you'll find the cast somewhere. Now, guys, in addition to that, a few weeks back, we were dead on when we reported that Ronda Rousey was going to be voicing Sonya Blade. That was going around the interwebs, if you will. There's been a couple of other things that have been going around the web that may have slipped underneath your radar. Not only was that Shaggy thing kind of interesting, but Terry Crews, there's another kind of petition, not an actual petition to sign, but there's been some rumorings out in the interwebs as well. And even Ed Boon a couple weeks ago even said, this is really interesting. How do we make this happen? That Terry Crews might possibly voice Jax, if you will, if Jax is in the game. Now, Ed Boon also did go on and say, well, not saying Jax is in the game, but how do we make this happen? So that might be an indication that Jax will be in the game, which I assume he will. Especially with him being the strongest African American representation in the series. To take him out, he's kind of been around since 2. I think it would be a bad idea, even though we do have his daughter in the franchise now. I just think it would be a little weird if he wasn't in the game. Pretty sure we can count on that. And if he is, and we do get the fact that Terry Crews is going to be a part of it, that would be really cool as well. There's some fan art going around the interweb as well. So shout out to those guys that made that a possibility. And who knows, maybe even if it's just a skin, because again, we did get a couple of interesting skins, with the introducing of the Predator in the last game, in the last installment. Another couple of things that are kind of interesting, I'm finding out that, with Kabal coming back, I know last time we saw Kabal alive was in Mortal Kombat 9, but, in Mortal Kombat 10 he was a Revenant, and with the time travel, I'm assuming that's how we're going to get Kabal in here, so that's just kind of me kind of theorizing on how this is actually going to be a thing, so keep an eye out for that as well. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about here, Mortal Kombat related, kind of rumorings and news. Now, if you're a huge fan of the franchise, as I am, and have kind of even ventured out maybe into some of their spin-offs, which, unfortunately, Ed Boon, I'm sorry, most of those spin-offs have not been really good, but there is one shining star, and I don't know if it was a huge success for you guys, but it was amazing, and that was Shaolin Monks. If you've never played Shaolin Monks, I played it for PS2. I don't know if it was available for any other systems at the time, Xbox or whatnot, but it was a 2-player co-op game where you played as Liu Kang and Kung Lao, and you went through the storyline of Mortal Kombat 1 and 2, maybe 3, I don't remember exactly, it's been a few years, but I remember absolutely loving it. You were able to do your powers within the game. It was like a Streets of Rage style, slash maybe a little more like God of War style, if you will. Just a hack and slash beat 'em up, 3D environment, you could do your abilities, you could do your powers, fireballs, flying kicks, spin around, throwing at, the whole 9. You could do your fatalities as well during the game after you beat an opponent. And the challenge level, as the levels progressed, like most games should, got harder and harder and harder, and you had to rely a little more on co-op ability to actually get through some of these levels. So it was really cool, really unique. And there's always been talks that there would possibly be a sequel to that game. And now they're saying there's a possibility that may have been one of the other announcements here today. Fingers crossed, I'm hoping it is. That one of the gameplay elements within this game, basically an add-on to the game. You know how some games will have like a story mode and then you have your online mode. Well, this one will have your fight online mode, and then they'll give us some sort of side storyline that's a sequel to Shaolin Monks. It's being called Fire and Ice, which obviously no brainer. Scorpion Sub-Zero co-op game, all about that. Like hands down, no questions asked. I would pay $60 even if it's a DLC. If it's a separate game, I would pay $60. If it's included in the game, I'd pay $60. I don't care. That's how big of a fan I was of Shaolin Monks, and I would say it would be absolutely worth it, guys. But again, that's just hearsay at the moment. There's nothing concrete, but something to kind of look forward to. And, maybe, just to kind of keep an ear to the ground and see what kind of comes from that. So, guys, definitely Tuesday, February 5th, Kombat Kast. Remember, 2Ks when you're searching for it. If you miss it, definitely come back here in the universe to check it out. And guys, thank you again from all of us here in the Comic Universe HQ for getting that video, almost 5,000 views, guys, and spreading it around like wildfire. It's really helped the channel grow. Once we reach, that big milestone in the sky and we can become monetized, I promise we'll do something big for you guys. And until next time, don't forget to hit that like button like you mean it. Hulk smash the heck out of it. And definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Click that notification bell to be a part of the universe, guys. And until next time, I'm C-Dubs, and I'll see you in the universe. Peace.